Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
And now, another edition of Wrestling with Attitude from Charlotte, North Carolina, the best wrestling podcast out there today. With your host, the intellectual savior of the masses, The Summit.
If we have any 6'5" women that are interested, Steven Singlesley, D-Generation 6, Bo Generation.
And the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven.
Don't be talking to the 18-day champion like that. Bo, conversationalist person. Bo, horrible.
The former 6-month champ, the melting pot, JP.
Just go back and do that, RVD. Go back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a bingo hall. You could sweep the floors, give the old ladies another marker.
Little Steve. And this man makes Wrestling Attitude live to his standards. Dirty Dutch.
I mean, I liked watching Justin Gabriel until he got whooped by Goldberg. He ruined my core.
Yeah. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude.
All right, welcome to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes. What you?
Man, that it's just that
That
horror music? that like horror remix or whatever, just with Shane Mac, that's his name now.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that person you try to stay away from and hide your kids because he only like guys. Little Steven.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Just
And
move
then
on.
the mouth of the Carolinas, of course, as he likes to say he is. And then we got the dirty man himself, Dirty Dutch.
Didn't take another bath for you guys.
Ooh, why am I going to regret giving him that
That
name?
is your fault, sir.
Just like mouth of the Carolinas is my fault.
That's
Yeah.
your fault.
It's your fault. You
Yeah,
shouldn't have
that's
gave
why
it to me.
start. I'm a trendsetter. What can I say?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see what the Summit is wearing, but he is wearing a stunt double T-shirt made by the famous Mizdow. And
Made famous by Dave Mizdow.
made famous by.
Made famous.
If you have any, if you want to tweet about that, please tweet us at Wrestling at WWA Show. And now he's mimicking me.
That's the reason I want you to run the board today.
No.
Oh, this is entertaining, guys. I wish y'all were seeing this right now.
They will soon because we're going live on video
What?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
What is that happening?
next week.
Okay.
Boom.
What do we got, a contract with HBO or something? Or what's going on?
No, we got a contract with Spreaker.
Woo!
No, and YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
I didn't know you had to get contracts with YouTube now. I thought you could just set it on up.
Look how ready he's getting already.
I hate
All
you
right,
so
Spreaker,
much.
our host of the show today is Dutch. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Woo! There we go. And now I'm done.
All right. That's it. Well, you had a lot to say. All right, just like Ms. Dell, I got to take the reins back over. On today's show, we have a lot to talk about. We got a good show. We're going to talk about who is the best international sensation of wrestling of all time. We'll get into that in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. We also have a lot of news going on in WWE. First, though, the big news I want to talk about is WWE, and let me play the song. Got to go with the good Lord split you. Woo! That song, man. I told you I was going to work that song into our show somehow.
Man, it's been like, at least for like 3 weeks straight, you've worked that song into our show.
Absolutely. It's a good song. That's Benny Lattimore, in case you didn't know, folks. You should look up the album.
You mean Barry Lattimore?
Wait, I thought it was Barry, Benny, same thing. But no, the news I want to talk about is Bill DeMott has been, I didn't even get a chance to say it yet, has been released by WWE, or he resigned. Well, I'll get into it. The reason he resigned is because there's allegations of abuse. WWE, NXT, more importantly. It says that DeMott said, "I deny recent allegations made about me. However, to avoid any embarrassment or damage to WWE, I've decided to step down from my role immediately." Former WWE development talent Austin Mallet, who worked in NXT as Judas Devlin, said during a recent radio interview that DeMott regularly abused his power to bully people in the developmental system and made inappropriate remarks regarding a number of things, including sexual preferences or orientation. Masson voiced a number of serious concerns about the way DeMott carried himself and acted during his time with the company. He made the decision to resign from the company 2 days after his statement was released. Listen, everything I've heard, EC3's come out to say that he had a problem with. Shut the hell up, EC3. Another, I'm trying to think, the other wrestler came out saying something in NXT what's the kid? Joy that was in TNA. God, I can't remember. Joy Ryan. Yeah, that was it. He came out and said something that Bill DeMott was abusive and same thing.
Why is this all coming out now, though? This is what I'm confused about.
Because somebody's crying river. I mean, I don't hear anything else from any of the other NXT stars.
I mean, these are all past guys, right? Like, is there anybody recent that has?
Well, no, this was
report?
2013, dude. This was 2 years. I mean, it's been about 2 years now. Julius Devlin was there. None of the people that there's now complain anyway. Come on. You're working for the company. You ain't going to come out now and say something bad about them. But Bill DeMott, dude, I mean, from what I know of Bill DeMott, rough guy, but not over-the-line guy. I mean, from what I've already seen and heard about the guy. You can't say stuff nowadays as far as your sexual orientation. There's a line with that. You can't say that anymore. Mm-hmm. But these athletes, I'll let y'all talk, but these athletes nowadays, grow up.
Yeah.
Get your pair and grow up. I mean, trust me, growing up as an athlete, which I did many, many years ago, I had coaches that talked trash to me. I had other trainers that talked trash to me. I had wrestling coaches that talked trash to me. That was the way to develop. That's just the way it was. I understand you can't do it the same way now, but grow the hell up, man.
Maybe that's where, Bill DeMott's coming from, though, because he had it rough when he started. He did. He had to do things. I mean, when you had people like Kevin Sullivan and all these other people you had to talk to,
where it's the old school mentality.
Yeah, so, and I understand that. That's a tradition that'll never change. It's their form of hazing. It's hazing, basically, but it's not. It's basically, if you can't take what they dish out to you, then you can't be in the ring. Because what if a fan says something to you and you get all bent out of shape about it and you can't wrestle because of that? Then you don't need to be in the ring. I mean, think about that. If you cannot take criticism, you cannot be in the ring. Or if you can't take bullying or some type of rude remarks or something, then you don't need to be in the ring.
The 9 years that I was
go ahead, because you got the experience. So
yeah,
the 9 years of wrestling that I experienced, locker room, training, all of it. The one thing that I really understood was there's a lot of hazing. Especially when you're green, especially when you come into the wrestling business. They're not doing it because they hate you, and they're not doing it to pick on you. They're doing it to break you in, getting used to it. Because like you said was a very good point that I like that you brought up was if you can't take it from a fellow wrestler, how are you going to take it when a fan says something to you? Yep. And, I mean, you remember the Harris brothers in WCW. One of them, they hated being picked on, and a fan said something to him, and he beat the crap out of him right there on live television. And you can't do stuff like I said, the only thing I can think of for this situation, I can't tell you how many times I got picked on for being the smallest guy. I mean, I used to get picked on. I got picked on all the time, nonstop. But the thing is, they did it because we were close, we were cool, we were good. And even like the other trainers and stuff, they would come up to me and they would give me crap all the time. Dutch, you're doing this terrible. This is horrible. You're the worst wrestler I've ever seen. They're doing that to get under my skin, to light a fire under me. Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. And the thing that I think that Bill DeMott was doing is probably pushing somebody and trying to get a fire underneath them, and they took it the wrong way. Because I just don't see Bill DeMott being the bad guy here. But, I mean, who knows now?
Now, who was this other guy you were talking about?
Just hold on. EC3 was one. Trent Beretta, if you remember, Trent Beretta was one that said stuff was going on. Brawley Pierce, not Brady Pierce, not the same guy you thinking.
I wasn't thinking that.
Okay. Well, Judas Devil, and the letter Judas sent in also says Enzo Amore was bullied and stuff. But dude, when you have bullying in school, you have it everywhere. I'm not saying bullying is right, but today's athlete's a different athlete, man. You can't talk to people certain ways anymore. You can't motivate certain ways.
Yeah.
And, I just hate it because I thought Bill was a real good trainer. And, I was looking for the new Tough Enough season to come out, which it's supposed to, and he would be a part of it. Not now. So, but yeah, it's sad. The man that's going to replace him is Albert. Is the news. Jason Albert. There'll probably be a new trainer. Hey, look, Jason Albert's great. He's been all over the world, Japan, because somebody in here loves Japan. He's been all over the place. Everywhere, all over America, around the world. He's been.
All right, no, I'll give him that.
But Jason Albert's supposed to be the new guy replacing him.
I don't have a problem with it. I like it. I think that's a good replacement.
Yeah, I do too. I hate Bill's gone though.
Yeah.
Because I love Bill DeMott. EC3, girl, the hell up, dude. Seriously.
EC3. See. This is what I'm trying to understand though. It's everybody who is a past.
EC3 is not too long ago. He's 2013.
No, but I'm saying he's not in the company though. It's everybody that's in TNA or Ring of Honor.
They can't say nothing. Look, you're not going to say, hey, I'm being bullied right now and make it public. Now, Enzo Amore might be backstage talking to WWE and saying, yes, I was bullied by Bill DeMott. But he ain't going to go out to Raji and say, hey, I got this scoop for you. Let me share it. Because, dude, you can't get a WWE superstar to be on our show right now or a different show because of their contract or whatever else, because they don't want to let their stars leak something out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you watch like Total Divas, there's a part Eva Marie, her husband's her manager or was her manager, and he set up a photo shoot for something else, and WWE called her and said, hey, are you having a photo shoot that we don't know about?
Yeah.
You can't do stuff outside, and I understand why. Okay, I do. You got different avenues, and you got different areas. You don't want somebody to sue you or something like that.
Well, too, if you're getting paid all that money, you better be available.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna go